Hello, guys. I'm Shane Davis, 20-year comic book veteran. I'm here with a beautiful, lovely, sometimes she will make me a sandwich wife of mine, Yanzi Lynn. And today is the day we're here to talk about Netflix, Squid Game, and people, the woke media is now turning on it, saying it's only good because there's no white people in it. So here we go. So unless you're up under a rock, there is this record hitting, I'm talking record views on Netflix. It isn't He-Man Master of the Universe Revelations, Kevin Smith. It's none of that. It's actually something that wasn't trying to be trendy, wasn't trying to be woke, and it is Squid Games. Now, this is a Korean filmed, South Korea, right? Filmed TV show. Now, what's interesting is it does have some Western sensibilities and like red light, green light game in it, stuff like that. I don't want to get too much into it, but if you do like Battle Royale, the movie, if you do like Battle Royale video games and whatever, you'll probably like this. It's a really good show. I liked it a lot. I can't wait for there to be a season 2, which it kind of seems like there will be. Hopefully, why not? It's making bank. People are tuning in for it. I liked it a lot because there was no woke agenda in it. Now, somehow, what's going to happen is the woke will turn this into a woke win. And that's what's happening. This thing is thriving without SJWs pushing it up, without the woke media pushing it up. So what are they going to do? They're going to try to take that trophy and claim it as their own. So tell us about this, Yanzi.
Well, let's look at this tweet over here. Squid Game proved that shows don't have to feature an all-white cast to be successful. The South Korea drama series, which cost Netflix a mere $21 million to produce, is now worth nearly $900 million in impact value. So, all right, first of all, it literally says here, South Korean drama series. Now, I do not know if you guys are aware, but South Korea is kind of like Japan in the sense that their populations are very homogeneous. It's mostly people of their own ethnicity over there. Now, you might say, but Yanzi, there's a military base, with Americans over there in South Korea. Yeah, there is. But if you read all the reports, you notice that they pretty much stay to themselves. They don't really intermingle with the community. And that's why there's all the argument right now, all the debate saying, oh, you know what, maybe we should pull the USA people out. They're not integrating well in here. So when you say an all-white cast to be successful, that's like looking at this thing through an Americanized lens, a Western lens, saying, oh, there are no whiteys here. Therefore, that proves that it can be successful without having to have white people in there. But see, this is the equivalent of saying that, okay, well, then you are going to do a show about white people in Germany because it's mainly white people in Germany. And if you do a show about South Korea, it's going to be mainly South Koreans because they're the majority population. So, look, let's just get into it and look at some of these tweets down here, the responses. Like, look at this. All right. So we are okay with a show consisting of 100% the majority demographic in the country is made. Looking forward to you cheering on the all-white shows from Germany and Norway.
Well, okay, so that is the thing. There was a time travel show. Name escapes me at the moment.
Dark.
Oh, yeah, Dark. And it was I think it was a German show. There's Swedish shows. Netflix basically sets up these TV shows in other countries, and they just say, hey, we'll just, do dubbing on it. Maybe it's bad, maybe it's good, whatever. And, we're going to sell it to everyone. That doesn't mean it's made for us, though. You have to understand that Netflix has a global investment, and they've been there before. Time Warner and people are like, there's globalization out. Let's get out there and get every country up under our one umbrella for Disney Plus or HBO Max. Netflix was already there, but they went about it the smart way. They understood different countries have different sensibilities and different cultures. So let's go to them and film a show that works there, but we can just offer it to everybody else if they want to see it. Kingdom's another one, and I think that's Korean too, right? Kingdom?
Yes, it is Korean. So this is the funny thing. So we are talking about how non-white, because people are talking about how, in America, you always have all these white-led shows and they're like no diversity and so on and so forth.
Right.
Maybe that makes sense because USA is kind of like this big salad bowl of immigrants from all over the world. And obviously you want some diversity in it because that makes sense. That's literally how it looks. Unless you're like, in bumfuck Alabama or something. And then maybe you want to have more white people, I guess.
Right.
So look at this stuff. Why are you putting an American racial lens on a show written about Koreans by Koreans? Like you people realize this is for a global audience and don't give a beep about American preoccupation with racial identity. That is true. In South Korea, pretty much it's like it's one of those things. A bit again, it's a bit of a snobbery thing. You want to be able to speak the language for the locals to respect you, so it's kind of like a closed off environment. See, now here comes all the pictures. They're like, oh yeah, sure, you don't need an all white cast to be successful. Yeah, do you remember there's this show called the Cosby Show? Maybe the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, maybe all these other shows here where it's not just white
Family Matters was another show.
I haven't seen the show, but are there any non-Koreans in it? If not, does that prove that the shows can feature a cast comprised only of the ethnic majority of the country it was made from can be successful? And that is true. If you look at a lot of shows, especially in China, believe it or not, China actually has the biggest box office market right now in the whole world. A lot of their movies are mainly just all Chinese actors and actresses. That's it. In fact, I think the highest grossing female director-led movie in the entire history of cinema. The movie only has Chinese women as the leads. So it's like, wow, that's very diverse, isn't it? It's diverse from your white people lens when you look at it and say, oh, look at that. There are people of color in here. But in China, it's like, no, that's just our people. It's just ridiculous that they have to spin it as to be like, because there are no white people, so it is successful. No, it's like, no. This is basically the equivalent of white people because South Koreans are the majority in South Korea. Like, duh.
Right. They actually did the opposite of diversity. They actually just casted people in their country. That was it. They probably didn't go through. Now, with that said, I'm a big fan of the show, and it has a very diverse cast of characters. I'm talking about the way they're written. They come from different points in life, but they're all united with debt. And it's very interesting. And actually all the members in this game, very diverse characters. That's the big diversity. And that's something they're not going to say here because it doesn't fit a narrative that entertainment right now is running up and down the field with. And that is diverse cast.
I would say one very big issue here is though, when people look at this stuff through their Americanized or Westernized lens, you get weird articles like this. Red light, green light. Children play games seen on Netflix hit Squid Game. This hits a bit closer to home for me because this is a drone video of children in Singapore playing the red light green light game. But okay, guys.
To be honest, this is a Western game. Also, this isn't just Asian. I mean, this is a game in the United States we would play.
Yeah, but see, they have to make it sound like, oh, it is these children are emulating this horrible violent show. Look, stop looking at things through your weird lens here. If they have a childhood, don't blame it on us. This is a childhood game. I played it. I'm sure my children will play it. So
people play it every time they're driving their cars. It doesn't matter. That's the thing. I mean, but that's the thing, right? This is something that, what you're seeing in real time is the media trying to twist a narrative and whatever narrative it is. It doesn't matter what is the game based off, really what came first. It's like, oh, it's this thing's trending. How do we make a clickbait article? How do we defame it? How do we take a win? It doesn't really matter. All of it's bullshit. It's just because Squid Game is trending and that's it.
Well, that is the tragic part, isn't it? I guess maybe one day we'll be able to look at something and not have to look at it through racial lenses and just say, you know what? This is a fun piece of entertainment and I liked it. That's it.
Right. And that's all that it should be. And talking about fun pieces of entertainment, Shane Davis's Inglorious Rex comic book, it's up funding right now, guys. Please go over, check this out. It is ending in 12 days. It is so close, like one backer away from $211,000 on a comic book. Go check it out. This pumping kaiju action, that's all I got to say. I'll leave you guys with the trailer for Inglorious Rex, up and funding right now.
Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win. I'm more than a man, I'm a monster. Somebody call him past the doctor. I got a 6th sense for imposters, so now I'm coming for the whole roster. It's not a game, why you playing with me? You could double back, lose track, try and hang with me. It must be in my veins, something you can't tame, cause I break the game. Can't control me.